Hi there, today we're going to be talking about scientific notation, and there's basically 4 ways of going about this process here. So let's go over the 4 ways this works. Okay, so first of all, a number in scientific notation is written as the product of a factor that is at least 1 but less than 10 and a power of 10. Those are the 2 parts it's going to have. So it's going to be like 1 times 10 to the first all the way up to less than 10, so it can be 9.99 times 10 to the whatever it's going to be. So your first number is always going to be something along these lines between 1 and 9.99, but never a 2-digit number. Always then multiplied by a power of 10. 10 to the first, 10 to the second, 10 to whatever it's going to be. Okay, so when you have to write a number that's in scientific notation in standard form, what we're going to do is we have to think about, this is 10 to the 7th. In this case here, 10 to the 7th is 10 multiplied by itself 7 times, or the same as this case, 10 million. Okay? The easiest way to think about this is saying, all right, whatever that exponent is, I'm going to move the decimal to the right that many times. So 8.65, I think about it as being 8.65 and moving the decimal 7 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Putting the dot there, and then filling in all these spaces with the zeros that we're holding a space of. So you end up with, in this case here, 86,500,000, as you can see right there. Okay, so moving to the right when it's a positive exponent. If it's a negative exponent, we're going to move to the left. So we take our 9.2, we start with here. And again, this becomes like 10 to the negative 3, so this is 10 times 10 times 10, right? But again, we're going to move to the left 3 places, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, and drop our decimal point in, and then fill in these spaces with the appropriate amount of zeros. So we have 0.92 as our new answer, or 0.0092 as our solution there. So when we're going to standard form, we're moving to the right, and when we're going to a positive number exponent, negative exponent, we're moving to the left. So positive exponent to the right, negative exponent to the left. If I'm going to write it in scientific notation, then I'm going to take this number here, and I'm going to write it as 7.625. And the reason I'm going to do that is, remember, it has to be between 1 and 9.99. So I'm going to move my decimal point to there. So to move it to there, I need to then figure out, well, how many decimal places am I moving to get to this point right here? I'm moving, in this case here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is going to be 10 to the 4th power. Alright? Because it's going to be positive, because this is going to be greater than, this number is bigger than 1, so it's going to be a positive exponent. This number is less than 1, so I'm going to have a negative exponent for this one here. And again, what I want to do is look at my number, 1.57, and write it like that, 1.57. And what I want to think about is how many place values am I moving the decimal over here. 1, 2, 3, get right there. So I'm going to do the negative 3rd power because I'm moving it over, and that's how many hops I'm doing, how many place values I'm moving over. Let's do a few samples here. Okay. So exponent is positive, moving to the right 1, so I move this over 1 spot, so I end up with just 53. In this case, I'm moving over 3 spots, so I have 9, 4, starting here, 1, 2, 3, put a decimal, and hold the spaces, so I have 9,400. Here, I'll write my numbers down, move over 5 to the right, starting here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and fill in the spaces, so I have 707,000. In this case, I have negative, so we're going to move to the left. So let's write down the number, 26, and move over 3. Starting here, 2.6, I'll go 1, 2, 3, decimal point, fill in the spaces. So it's 0.0026. Another one moving to the left. So we'll write 8651, moving 2 over, so 1, 2, decimal point, just like that. And our last one, 6 over, so here's 67, like that, moving 6 over, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I fill in all those loops with circles, with zeros. So 0.000067. Now, if I want to write these as a scientific, I have 5.61. We'll come back to the 10 part, right? So I know it's 5.61, 1.4 times 10 to the something, 5.64 times 10 to the something, 7.52 times 10, 6.4 times 10, 5.81 times 10, right? So we know that's the basics. Now it's a question of how many hops am I moving things over, okay? In this case here, 1, 2, it's greater than 1, it's positive 2. Here I'm moving over 1, so we're moving to the 1 power there. Here moving over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so 7th power. Here it's less than 1, so it's going to be a negative as our exponent. And we're moving over 1, so negative 1. Again, it's a less than 1, so it's a negative exponent. 1, 2, 3. And here less than 1, so it's negative 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that's the idea. So those are lots of examples there to get you moving in the right direction. I'm going to pause it here. You can work on the homework and come back and check in with me in just a minute. Alright, write each one in standard form. Okay, so 6.7, we can see it's a positive 1, so we're going to move the decimal place 1 to the right. So 6.7 becomes 67. Here, we're moving decimal 3 to the left, so I have 1, 6. We're going to go from here, or sorry, 3 to the right, sorry. So 1, 2, 3, decimal there. So we have 1,600. Here we have 291. Move the decimal 5 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, decimal point. Alright, so 291,000. Here we have a negative 1. So we'll write 3, 3, 5, so we're going to move it to the left. Starting here, and we're going to go to the left 1, shoot, right there. That's it. Here we have left 7, so let's write our 1, 4, 9. Starting here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, decimal point, and we fill in all the loops with zeros. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And that's it, right? Yep. Yeah. Alrighty. You can always double check. Go the other way, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, good. Here we have 5, 2, 2, 7, 7, and we're going to move to the left 3. So 1, 2, 3, decimal point, 0, 0. Just like that. Really important you're able to get this and understand it. You'll use this a lot in Dr. Getman's physics class this year, so be ready for that. Next one, writing in scientific notation. Okay, so shortcut way to start off with, I know it's 3.4 times 10 to the something. Here it's 7.97 times 10 to the something. 4.7338 times 10 to the something. 9.16 times 10 to the negative something. Y negative, less than 1. 5.71 times 10 to the negative something. And 1.21 times 10 to the negative something. Okay, now it's a question of how many hops am I moving over. Here I moved over 1, so 1. Here I go 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's 10 to the 4th. Here it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 10 to the 6th. Here we're going 1, 2, 3, so negative 3. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, negative 6, 1, 2, and negative 2. Alright, that's really all there is to scientific notation. Just takes a little practice getting used to it and try to remember how that works, right or left. That's it for today. We'll see you next time.